What happened? What's wrong? Is the network bad?
I stopped going to church because I realized that my problem.
What's wrong with Instagram? Oh? My Instagram is giving me major issues. As in, like, major issues. What's happening on Instagram? On my network, network is bad on IG. I don't hear am today. Hey, problem don't dey. Fried, please.
Fried.
Mm-hmm. Aha. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to wait for Instagram to come up. TikTok, how are you doing, guys? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Aha. I took baby freeze today. Did you sanitize your hand again? When?
Here you go.
When did you sanitize your hand?
No, I don't.
And you went downstairs.
No, I didn't go downstairs. I just went there.
Give me tissue, Jerry. I know they like make you they touch waiting at the chop. No like today's wash hand. Take that plate downstairs. Why don't you like just being clean? Come here. Sorry, guys. Please don't be angry. Plenty work. How are you on Facebook? Let me make some noise. I want to be happy today. No matter what's going on, I'll be happy. No matter who annoyed me, I will be happy. Oh. All right, so let's try and go now. Hopefully, Facebook, Instagram. Baby freeze. Baby freeze. Ah, or more at it down. I have 5 people watching me on Instagram. This is absolute madness. Sele. Don't tell me this thing is hanging. All right, let me see. Let me buy MTN data. MTN. This is not gonna work. I'm on 5 people watching me on IG. Is bad. IG has never been this bad before. How are you guys doing? Guys, please forgive me. It looks like I don't want to start. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do at this rate. I don't know. Should I update IG? I'm lost because we've never had this problem before. So don't think, guys, that I don't care about you or any other thing like that. No. Let me update my Instagram. Maybe that would help. Do people still go to Clubhouse? Do people still go to Clubhouse? I remember there was a time when Clubhouse was raining. Do people still go there? I actually think that MTN data plans. Or more. Star. What is how do I buy data on MTN? Can somebody help me? Star 32312. Sorry, was trying to fix the hotspot. This is working now. Instagram is good too. Guys, we're back. Forgive me. Okay. I just had to buy data on MTN. IPNX as usual is messing me up. So I think we're live now. At last. So sorry, guys. Facebook, you guys are still on IPNX because my MTN can only take 3 devices. Yeah. Yes. 51. This is how my life usually is. So, welcome everybody. First of all, I believe that this is fake news. And Once again, this was done by those who do not like this government and are trying to destroy the government's efforts. I'm not saying the government is doing well. The government themselves have their own issues. But please, let us blame them for what is wrong and praise them for what is right. Some people want this government, this whole country, to burn. And what is happening in Nepal is giving some people ideas. I lived through the University of Ibadan Cold War 1997. If there's anything I learned, is that whether you are a civilian or an armed man, you don't want the problem that comes with war. You don't want it. But when I don't like to hear word, so there is a limit to what people can tell you. Come inside. There is a limit to what people can tell you. That's my dinner.
Yes, mommy said she wants to say that.
Did they fry it?
Yes.
Did they fry it?
Yes.
You are sure they fried it? I just want to taste it to be sure. Okay, come on now. Hey. Better. All right. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something, yeah? NSAS should have been a good lesson to us all. You know, one of the reasons why celebs no longer join protest is because when the protesters finished, they faced the houses and the shops of the celebs. NSAS was a wake-up call. There were many things wrong with the government's response to NSAS. Don't get me wrong. But it also cast light on the way the average man thinks. I never believed in NSAS. Did you ever see me one day at the ground? I didn't like Buhari. I don't like him till today. I think Buhari was an embarrassment to Nigeria. From the day he entered till the day he left. Tinubu, on the other hand, is faced with an impossible task of fixing a country that does not have head. He has his own faults. Of course, I can't compare him to Buhari. This one at least has some finesse and is trying his best. It's just that the country is making no sense. Hello? Yeah, hi. Sorry, I called you yesterday to find out if my items were delivered.
Yes, I've been texting you that it was sent out
Okay,
to manufacturing.
okay,
And it went to the doctor, and I contacted him also.
okay. Thank you very much. So that means he has received it. Thank you very much. I'll call him and catch up.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you so much. And if I want to make any more orders, I'll definitely make from your shop.
Thank you so much.
All right. God bless. I ordered some stuff from Mont Blanc in New York, and buy direct from USA.com. Now, why did I have to call Mont Blanc directly? Because I ordered one of their new pens, some ink. Don't worry, guys, I'm not okay. The kind of things I do. So I ordered some pen holders, some ink, some pens. I don't see when I go, they laugh me. Yeah, and I wanted the pens engraved. Yeah, I'm a big Mont Blanc collector, by the way, so I know you guys don't know that about me. So, and I like fountain pens. One day I'll show you my collection of fountain pens. I have like 20. I just do stupid things. So I wish I had as many properties as I had all these funny, funny little things. But, Baba, enjoy your life. I heard one man carried his life savings to go and buy a house. They now duped him. That one I don't go ever forget. As he carry 350 million naira, he won't go buy, he invest in real estate, they can't dupe him. The person will dupe him, EFCC, they talk about him now. I'm not going to mention the person's name. 350 million, they brought the matter to my table. But because I know the person, I just say I don't want to talk about him. I can't look and say, I carry my life savings of 350K, 350M. Go invest in property. I know for that man to save up that money, it means say he see this pen, he not buy. He see bag, he not buy. He see business class ticket, he not buy. They gather the money, then they can't dupe him for house. My tears go long. Baba. No be Ali Baba, no be Ali Baba. No be Ali Baba. Now one guy. Someone said, I'll send you an old eleganza vary, though you can keep it. I don't like ballpoint. I have fine liners, I have roller balls. I have one ballpoint, but my one ballpoint is a master stock that has a diamond in it. You understand? But anyway, that's by the way, the call was coming in, so I just had to pick and address that. Whether the collectibles or not, you know, sometimes I go for a meeting and I bring out my pen to sign. By the time I give you that bill, you go fear. But if I enter a meeting and I bill you 50 million, you go the one that say, why am I paying Daddy Freeze 50 million now? Well, because Daddy Freeze is wearing a Cartier, signing with a Mont Blanc, wearing a diamond bracelet. My notepad is $200. The Mont Blanc notepad that I use when I'm signing. Then I go with my Fold 7 and I have a Mont Blanc that has a screenwriter that you can write on the screen. So somebody sent me a contract the other day and I was sitting down revising the contract and I just brought out my Mont Blanc and turned the end and the screenwriter came out and I signed. I gave him sign. The guy, they look at me like this. Baba. Someone said mine is $600. I have Mont Blanc of 5K. Don't worry. I have Mont Blanc pens of 5K. I have a Étoile de Mont Blanc with diamonds. It was about 4.8. So all those things work. Oh. See, I say something in this life. You know they carry this money go anywhere. Chop them. Or else they go chop them. They go help you chop them. That one where you chop, now be your own. The one where you keep. Your enemy, if they bench your wife, they chop them. You know, say once you don't buy, go. Even as ghost, which one waiting? You won't come, they hunt your enemy. It better as you buy, just they go. No, because waiting, those people you believe go, they cry about you, and then go, they laugh for your friend. When they just, just go, this guy funeral, go cry. When they cry, finish. They'll go, they laugh their own. They go, they laugh their own, they chop the money. I can never forget a story of one billionaire who was building a mall in Victoria Island. And to build this mall, he was driving a car that didn't have AC and begging for loans of 100K, 200K from his guys to gather money and finish off the mall. Meanwhile, this guy had a plot of land in VI that was worth $2 million. The mall was worth about $12 million or $13 million. But then he had a two. So people were like, why don't you sell this land and finish the mall? The guy said, lie, that he has plans for that land. Once he finishes with the mall, he's going to come and develop the land. Stop opening my door like that. I don't want you. What do you want? Mommy's 3 Maltina that I promised her.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, carry the 3 and go and lock my door. Thank you very much.
Yes, you.
Remember this story? Niger Hot Mom. He had a $2 million land that he could have sold and used to finish the $12 million mall. Instead, he was begging for money, begging for loans, going up and down a rickety car, suffering. And so this guy suffer, buy. The man buy. They never bury him where they don't sell that $2 million land. They never put the guy inside ground. The children don't first sell that. They don't first sell that land. That time the money was 350 million, which was about $2 million that year. They don't sell them. Why? As in the guy, they still the guy they freezer mortuary. They don't first that land where he refused to sell to build that mall. They first sell them. 2 years after his burial, they sold the mall in the dilapidated. They had not finished it. So instead of them to take the money from the mall that they sold, from the land that they sold and finished off the mall, maybe everybody take like 1 million, maybe they just first whole body, develop the land. Now lie. They just sell everything. Last time I saw one of his kids, that time some of his kids got $300,000, some got $500,000. They're all broke back today. They are back to square zero. So me I don't learn my lesson. That one, this life, I go chop all. Anything when my children see will remain, now their own be that. If I make 100K for this life, just know say I go live like 3K. That one, my children go share them. And I pride myself at saying, if I'm not living in my father's house and driving my father's cars, and I'm not using my father's influence to live, I believe my children can do better than me. I did not give birth to lazy children. As I have hand, I know if I get one picking, we get one hand. If you say, okay, I go need to support them. As I get 2 hands, they get 2 hands. I get 1 head, they get 1 head. So me go they walk, them go they chop. They go chop leftover. My children always eat leftover. Whatever me and my wife eat, we remain. Now my children they chop. Anything with me, I chop. My wife, she chop. Whatever is left, my children. It's just that my leftovers are better than some people's meals. So the leftover, they good. But don't think that as they see me so. Nah. Someone said Trump was supported by his father. Very good for Trump. And very good for his father. Me, I was not supported by my own father. And I did not die. So can we, are they related to Trump? And they should go and meet Trump's father to support them now. I lie. If my children are not happy with my decisions, they can go and meet Trump and his father and ask for support. Oh, I take good care of my kids. I travel abroad with them. But I suffered. My children, the way I suffered, my children would never suffer. But they will just not ball on my money. There's a difference. There's a difference. Me, when I travel, first class or business class for me and my wife, my children will be in economy. Anytime the plane lands, we all meet together. If I'm in the mood, I pay for their lounge. If I'm not in the mood, I'll show them where we meet them. Me and my wife will go to the lounge. They'll be okay. It's a privilege that they are traveling. Their mates are in Nigeria that are not traveling. So I said, let them ball. They only have 80 years. Yeah. They ball on their money. Any day they make money, they ball on it. Ain't nobody gonna ball on my money. Nah. Of course, I'm not going to stay in a hotel suite and they are not going to come and stay there with me. They will not stay in the suite. I'll book a adjoining room for them. That's how I do. My son knows. My son says, anytime I travel, my son says, I want to see your hotel room, knowing that if I'm not in the number one room in that hotel, I'm in at least the top 3 rooms in that hotel. OB 9394, you need to bump them up a little bit. My poorest child is living a better life than you are. Let me just put it that way. My poorest child, my child that receives the least from me, is living better than you are. Forget any country you like in the world. Bring it on. I like this thing that Vidoma says. It's more important that as a wealthy man, you don't pass your wealth on to your children. They will never know the value of it. They will never understand it. They will. You see, there are things that children believe are their rights. So they don't understand the hustle. They don't understand the story. Someone said, give them everything you can. Nope. When you have your own children, give them everything you can. I give them everything I believe they need. I can buy each of my children a Rolex. Will I? No. You will never carry Simic. When I'm going to shop in Selfridges, I drop my children at TK Maxx. I say, I'ma see y'all later, alligators. I go with their mom to Selfridges. I don't take my kids to the Gucci shop. For what? You like Gucci? Go and walk. I will take you to that London. Yeah. And I'll take you to TK Maxx. And across the road is Primark. And across the road is Forever 21. And across the road is Next. Anything you like in those ranges, pick. When you are done, meet me in Selfridges, having coffee in the LV shop. Someone said, but Otedola's father was rich and passed his wealth on to him. No, he didn't. Otedola's father did not pass his wealth on to Otedola. Otedola used his father's connection to build himself. And he also built his father's business, raised his father's business from a level to 3 steps higher. Otedola's relationship with his father was symbiotic. Otedola's father had the name and the money. Otedola came into the business and raised that money and that name. Don't get it wrong. Don't be fooled. He didn't if Otedola's father had passed down the money to him, it would have finished by now. Otedola would be like those children that squandered their father's money. Otedola's father did not pass the money to him. Otedola built on the foundation his father laid. There's a difference. Someone said Otedola borrowed money from his father. You know what borrow means? It means you're going to pay back. My children want to borrow money. We'll sit down, we'll structure how they're going to pay the money back. What you owe your children is knowledge. What you owe your children is you need to build their financial, emotional, psychological, and physical immunity. What is financial immunity? Understanding what will happen to you if you play rough in the financial sector. If you mismanage your money, you will go broke. If you don't go broke, you will not understand what it is, but you will not go broke on my money. My children don't suffer. They eat good food. I take good care of them to the best of my ability. At least those that borrow, those not come. No, but you see, if I don't see that my child is exceptional in something, my child is not a business person. If I not see, for me to borrow you 10 million, I go see what you use 100K do. For me to borrow you 10 million naira, I won't first see what you use 100K do. If you cannot show it to me with 100K, you don't need 10 million. If you cannot show me what what you will do with 100K, I no go give you my 10 million because I no be mumu. I don't throw money at children. Many of you that do will regret it. I always use myself as an example. As you dey see me so, this thing way Ugoma is a good talk. This one a story for another day. As you dey see me so, you want to go to university abroad, is either you are getting a loan or you are getting a scholarship. I will not educate a mediocre. That's me. I will not educate a mediocre. If you are not a mediocre, you will get a scholarship. Scholarship full everywhere. You'll be amazed how many scholarships there are. Me, I will not count my money and educate a mediocre. You don't need that school. I will not pad you up in this life. Go into that world and face it. If me could come out of Arimo Ibadan, BCOS, and still make it in life. Somebody said I suffered. My suffer no past like 5 years. My suffer years were my first year when I left uni and came to Lagos. I stayed with my uncle and aunt. It was a very horrible year because I was broke. My second year was 2022. 2023, I was very broke too, living from hand to mouth. I had a Cool FM house, but we're living from hand to mouth. I was driving rickety cars. 2024, I moved to Victoria Island, Cool FM apartment. By 2026, I was okay. I was no longer broke. I was okay. I was a regular guy. I had 2 cars. The cars had AC. I was no longer living a wretched life. But my son was born in 2020. In 2002, and my daughter was born in 2006, in 2005. After my daughter's birth, I don't get AC car. Even though na old motor, na AC car, my career had stabilized. I was no longer considered suffering. So if I suffered for 2002, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, and 2005. Then things started breaking even in 2006. I suffered for, and my suffer no means I no get food, no get shelter, I was just not balling. I was okay. At least I dey use phone, I dey drive motor, even though the motor not too nice. I get job, I dey show up for the job. It was beautiful. I remember those years pleasantly. Why can't my children go through that? When it's not like I went to jail. Sorry, I meant 2005, not 2025. So why can't my children go through what I went through for 6 years? To understand life. To be humble. Why? Why am I protecting them from what will teach them humility? See, the more you have malaria, the more you develop an immunity to it. I'll tell you a story. In 2022, all my children had malaria. So we rushed them to the hospital. They had +2 malaria, was severe malaria. All of them, Amarachi, Baby Freeze, Daniela. Daniela had the malaria that was paining her in her bone. So we started treatment for all of them. Then they now said, me too, I should do malaria test. They gave me malaria test. I was +1. Taste buds was +1. They gave me medicine. They said, I should use this medicine when I go home. I go home, I wanted to use the medicine. Somebody said, but you are not feeling sick. Why don't you wait till you are feeling sick before you use the medicine? Do you know between 2022 and now, that medicine expired, I threw it away. I've not used malaria medicine till now. Between 2022 and now, that I was sick with malaria, it was in my blood. Why? Because I had an immunity. My immunity was strong. My immunity fought it. I'm probably sure if you do malaria test with me now, that malaria since then is still in my blood. But it has not weakened me, it has not brought me down, it has done nothing to me for 3+ years. Because I developed an immunity to it. My children don't have that immunity. So when you cushion and you butter up your children too much, they lose that immunity. Where are you? All right. Am I making sense to you? So don't protect your children from loan. No. That loan, if it takes them 10 years to pay back, that loan will build them immunity that they will not have if they don't have that loan. Won't your emotions kick at something? Me, I'm cold. If I tell you say not do something, I do that thing and you buy they go. I go they tell you inside as you they buy they go say, but I told you. But they very cool, dude. Someone said, what about children born and raised abroad? How can they understand life? By paying student loan. It helps. Let them go and get that loan. Let them pay it. Those that collected, Obama collected student loan. That your child you are raising, is he ever going to be better than Obama? That your child that you are working 3 shifts to pay student loan for, is he going to be better than Obama in this life? Are your children going to be better than Obama? God said maybe. It's a gamble. And how are you sure that your 3 shifts that you did, you missed out on enjoying your life because you are working double or triple the time you are supposed to be resting? What if those same children carry you go put for home in old age and they don't even pay you back? What if your children do not pay the student loan of their own children? It's a gamble. If my child is the best student in his class, I can work a triple shift for him to go to. But I have an average student, son that is doing well, is doing okay. Nigga, go get that loan, you'll be all right. If I have an exceptional student, a student that I've seen will dedicate themselves to a cause. But you see, the funny thing is those children that will dedicate themselves to that level will get a scholarship. Life is funny. You always end up pushing mediocrity. How many? I'm talking to you now. The chance that your child will be on Obama's level or within even 10 strides of Obama is 0.001%. So allow them to take that loan and get that immunity. You see, what I teach my kids, someone said that's not true. Prove it. You that your father did 3 shifts for, have you got to where Obama got to? I'm asking you, have you got to where Obama got to? Have you got 10% of where Obama got to? career-wise. You'll be amazed that those children are paid loan. Some of them paid medical loan in hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they still did well. Stop shielding your children. Somebody say, no reach Dino self. Dino far. Dino far. Dino far. Stop protecting your children from what will build their immunity. I say this all the time. Stop it. You are not helping them. This world is not nice. Baba, one thing my ex did for me, and I always thank her for, I was still saying this thing to Taste Buds the other day, say, my ex no allow me collect 1 naira from my mama. My ex no agree. Well, it was because she and my mom did not get along. But that thing helped me. I remember one time, my mom used to send me credit, recharge card, when I first started work. My ex took me one day, say, so if your mama don't send you recharge card, you don't feel buy credit for your phone. It's... So anytime my mother send me something, she go yap me on top of her. So that now waiting cut my umbilical cord from my mama, because my mother used to take care of me, and till now my mother still takes care of any of us that needs her. One day Taste Buds talk am say, as your mama don't see, say you know go gree, make she take care of you. She kuku say make she dey take care of her grandchildren. So I'm not going to. What my mother did for me ended the moment I graduated and got a job. It ended. My mother never sent me for masters. My mother, not that if I'd gone to meet my mother that I want to do masters, she would not have given me the money. But from the moment I finished university, my mom bought me a car when I was in university. The moment I finished university, I was on my own. Every other thing I got it myself. And as I was getting it, I was building myself and developing immunity. If me and DJ Copy go somewhere, I will enter that place as Daddy Freeze, not my mother's son, not my father's son. I will enter there as Daddy Freeze. Copy will enter there as Otedola's child. There's a difference. Anywhere I go to work, or for meetings, or for conferences, or for whatever it is I'm invited, I'm not going there as my father or mother's son. I'm going there as me. How many people have that bragging right? I was talking to John yesterday. John, they tell me, say, Baba, you know, we'll get PA. I say, John, Shay, the best my PA can do for me is mix. I have to still voice. So I might as well voice and mix. So wherever I go on my merit. And I want my children to be able to build, because my children are nepo, whether you like it or not. When they go somewhere, now your papa be this. Okay, they open doors. I want them to be able to open those doors themselves. I need my kids to be able to open their own doors. Abiola did not come from a rich family. And you'll be amazed that the next generation of wealthy kids are coming from poverty. The next generation of wealthy kids are coming from poverty. Who was Fashola's parents? Who were Fashola's parents? In every sector. Who were Ganifa Ohimi's parents? Who were Chinua Achebe's parents? Who is Dr. Ned Okonkwo? Who were his parents? You have to, at one point, get up and build that immunity. And sometimes we tend to cushion our children a lot. Me, I spoil my children because I like good life. Dr. Ned, they asked me the other day, say, no hotel wait day for this Lagos. Baba, I think go hotel live for 1 month. I useless go. Nobody say I get the money, but me, my son said it to me one day. He came to a hotel. I was not staying in the best room. He was disappointed. Say, no be my papa where I know be this. Why? Somebody was staying in the best room. 2 days later, I went to the best room because I had to wait for the person to check out. The person that was supposed to check out now did not check out. So it now used 3 days before he finally check out. I said, check out. They can't carry me. My son come back from school that day. My son, they go school from hotel. I just called in school, say, I just beg them, say, please, we are staying at this hotel. My son just come back, say, yeah, now you are talking. Say, I knew it. Baba, this is my last birthday. I was broke. So, there was some money I was expecting. The money no come. I just talk, say, I know they go hotel. My children pack their bag. As in, when they don't know you, my children don't pack their bag. My wife came home that day and said, why are you packing your bag? Daddy is not going to any hotel. He doesn't have money. They look at him, they say, if this man will sell something to go to that hotel, he will go. As I just come out that day, I say, we are going to the hotel. My children just enter the car. My wife was the one that was delaying because she not pack. My children don't know, say, no how. Wait till happen, say this man on his birthday, no go stay hotel. You know they possible. They pack their bag. As they just carry their bag, enter car, say, oh, yeah, no, they go. So, you give them the life. You let them taste the life. You let them taste the life. But don't give them all of it. Don't give them all of it. All my children have iPhone 16 Pros. I wanted to get the last one, I wanted to get her Pro Max. Said she doesn't like it, it's too big. That is too big for her hand. Even my wife wanted to get her Pro. She said they don't want it. That Pro size is the best. At least my children that are 21 and 23. I bought them brand new iPhones. 16 Pro, the latest. At least as they turn the age, the latest phone with the 17 never come out. So I know if you talk, say, because 17 they come out for end of September. Because that 17 go round, it go reach end of September, early October. I let them taste it. I give them that good life. I let them see me enjoy it. And then I ask them to go and work for it. I ask them to go and work for it. I will buy you that phone. I will not give you that student loan. Go and borrow that money. Learn the discipline of paying back. It will help you in business. There are some people that failed in business today because they could not pay back loans. Wait. I want to ask you a question. You are paying for your children's university instead of allowing them to borrow student loan. So when the children want to do business in life and they go and borrow loan, you go help them pay them. That immunity that they develop from paying their student loan, that same immunity will be transferred into their business. The reason why businesses fail in Nigeria is because people cannot return the money they paid. It's as simple as that. There is no financial immunity built over time. You will fail, you will start again. You will fail, you will start. I will not watch my child go to prison. I will bail them out. But I want them to understand that you can actually carry 2 naira. I watched my wife build her business from nothing. I was the only investor. Of course, she also invested in it. And I watched her build it to the point where she's a partner with Sheraton. Baba. I watched her build it to the point where she's financially stable. It happened because she lost everything at one point and had to start again. My wife is more resilient than I am. Wait till my wife do, I no fit do am. My wife used to run a factory with 110 staff in Port Harcourt. 110 staff. Divorce happened. The ex messed her up in every way. She came to Lagos, as in my wife came to Lagos with the last two babies. They were, one was 6 years old, the other one was 1 year old. And my wife called me from the airport and I did not pick. So she had to stay back at the airport until I picked because she didn't have money for the cab. And she had to come and meet me in Lagos, in the house. I was staying in 1004, so that I could give her cab money. She did not have cab money from a business that employed 110 staff, a business that had 3 long trucks, a business that had billboards across Port Harcourt. Till now, they seized her land. One day she will tell her story. It's not my story to tell. But from that, I watched her start again from the beginning. I watched her start again from cooking Indomie and selling to where she is now, a Sheraton partner. Sheraton, not Sheraton Nigeria, Sheraton Global. She is a Sheraton partner. You know what that is? You can't understand it if you are not in the culinary world. Baba, you can't learn it if you are not ready to gain that financial immunity. You know how much, you know what, when she came, how much money did I have? I didn't even have money. We barely had money to feed. We barely had money to feed. Sheraton is doing an anniversary. You see her all over it. She supplies chefs. You know, she has a culinary academy. She trains chefs. They are chefs. There are people. She doesn't have enough chefs to fill the job vacancies that are available for chefs. That's why I tell you that Nigerians are very lazy. I was driving in the car with her one day. There was one guy that was calling, needed a chef, 900,000 a month, but the chef will live in-house, work 6 days a week, 900,000 a month. My wife says she's sorry, she doesn't have anybody that can fit that role. Because where are the people ready to work? Where are the people ready to learn? The women are waiting for who will pay them money and knock them. The men are waiting to beg on social media. My wife, when she finishes a set like this, all of them don't get work. Wow. She starts another set, bruh. As they finish, as in, you see the kind of establishment writing her proposals that, please, can we have your interns? Please, can we have your chefs? So when people tell me that there are no jobs in Nigeria, it's either you are lazy, you are useless, or you have no access to information. If you are hardworking, you can never be poor in this Nigeria. Unless you are hardworking and clueless. As long as you are hardworking and you have a direction, you know, Baba, they brought one boy to taste buds. The boy looked like crayfish. Thin like this. The boy looked like if you blow him, he go fall, he go by. In 3 years, the boy became her manager. After her, the boy was next. Until he resigned this year. We threw send-off party for him, gave him gifts. He has started his own business. He still comes once in a while. Anytime she needs him, she will just call and please, I need you for 4 days. He will still show up. Baba, if you don't have work, in Nigeria. It is because you are lazy. Opportunities are bound. Just the culinary sector alone. You see, someone say, hey, Daddy Freeze, which work I do is not content creation. I worked 27 years on the radio. From Ibadan to Lagos. I am not just on the internet creating content. Content creation is one of the many things I do. I still do corporate consulting. And I'm not doing it out of I just came to, yeah, show my bobby, show my ash content. No, 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 no. I'm a proper scripture scholar. So I know what I'm doing. I'm not here to play. They are not, if she comes and I ask her, if you graduated from Taste Board's 1 year class and you did well, there are some people that are looking for them in Canada. Forget even Nigeria. They are looking for, people want to open Nigerian shops, Nigerian restaurants in Canada. And you have a Taste Board's trained chef. Sky is the limit. So when person saying there are no jobs in Nigeria, no. There are no jobs for, abroad there are jobs for lazy people. You will find a job, no matter how lazy and useless you are. You will have somewhere where you will clock in and clock out. It's not Nigeria. Nigeria, you have to, you have to be the top of the food chain. When it comes to hard work, when it comes to innovation, when it comes to dedication, when it comes to character, when it comes to attitude. We had a guy that used to come to this. I told you the story of that guy that became my wife's manager. I went to London. My wife said, you did not come with your jacket. I said, okay, make I buy hooded top. I can't enter Nautica shop. Because when we were in university those days, Nautica the rain. That's why I enter Nautica shop. Now I buy hooded top, Nautica hood. It was almost like 300 pounds or 200 and something pounds. Now I buy them. Now I can't show my wife. Say, baby, see what I'm wearing. And I said, what is this? People don't wear Nautica anymore. I said, what are you talking about? Nautica. I mean, what Nautica? Hey. My wife yap me. I come out the top. I can't believe, say, PT go side me, say, even if my wife, they laugh me. So we're supposed to meet PT at a movie later that day. That's why I wear my clothes. Go meet PT for the movie. PT say, wait in this. You know, PT know they talk. He look me, I see in eye, they one kind. You think concern me, I sit down. I even believe, say, he liked the Nautica. Now my wife tell her, say, see waiting your guy go buy you. I tell her, say, this thing no good. They follow me argue. PT say, you too, why you go buy Nautica? Which decade are you in? That's why I come out the Nautica. Chassis Nautica. I wear RAM for less than 30 minutes. BB Buzzing, welcome back. That's why I carry the Nautica inside the bag. Come in. That's why I carry the Nautica inside. Enter. Come in. Okay, you are back. Okay, welcome. What happened? You want to see me?
No.
Don't shake my phone. I'm live. When I'm done, I'll come and see you. So, as I came back to Nigeria, as they don't tell me, say, make I not wear the Nautica again, I shall carry the Nautica. 200 and something pounds. You know what 200 and something? It's almost £500,000. 250 pounds is £500,000. And it was more than 250 pounds. So it's like a £500,000 naira top. That's why I carry the top. Now I give that her manager, say, take cool. Now wait till I bring come from London. He even had the tag. I had not yet removed the tag. The guy was so happy. One other boy did there, say, make it they enjoy in Nautica. When they do the houseboy work, you did there. I say, can you see the attitude? Are you okay? Mama. Are you okay? You slept off? What happened? You want to see me? Let me finish my work. I'll come and attend to you. This thing never happened before. You just come from work, come sleep from my bed, come begin to snore. Are you okay? Lie down, lie down, lie down. Where are you going?
Back to my room.
Okay, I'll come and meet you in your room in like 30 minutes. So, I asked for that boy today. I said, where is he? I asked after the boy we get bad attitude. Say, where is he? They say he's gone back to the village. He's now farming in the village. Meanwhile, that my wife, former staff, don't go open his own joint for Ikorodu. Now he owns his own business, his own restaurant and bar in Ikorodu. He don't start in life. If you tell me that you don't have work in Nigeria, I will say to your face, it is because you are either lazy or you lack information or a combination of both. There are people, you see, you call me and say you want to be a PA. Nobody's looking for a PA. Go and learn how to be a chef and get a proper certificate for it. They are looking for chefs. So I say maybe farming is his own destiny. You know what farming? I'm not talking about mechanized farming. No. Farming to eat, planting onion, the onion and the tomato you use to cook your indomie at night. Is that one the life? You see, before I made it in the radio, I served as a boy. I served as a boy. They used to send me on errands. I used to run errands for presenters. No matter what they did, I was the first to get to work and the last to close for many years. My first 4 years in Cool FM, I did not go on leave. Leave to do what? What have I achieved in life that I'm resting? There was one time I was sick for 2 weeks. By the time I came, they had almost replaced me in production. Now I wake myself up, say, you know what? You are sick, you are coming back to this work. Peasant farming, God bless you, Bongoli. I never took 1 day off for 4 years. Somebody said to me, are you not going to go on leave? You are the only one that goes on leave. I said, what have I achieved in life that I'm going on leave? When I get to the time when I'm going on leave, nobody will stop me. I'm not there yet. They say Charlie Kirk don't buy you. May his soul rest in peace. There is a video of me presenting at 25, styled by Luomo again. Yes! Yes! No work where I never do before. For media, I don't do voiceovers. But I worked. And this same attitude, this rumor that came out today that Qatar has, but let's even go back to our topic now. Qatar banned Nigerian men. I hear it is a rumor. I'm still back on it. I hear it is a rumor. I'm waiting for an update. Even though Vanguard has carried it, but BBC has come out saying it is not true. If it were true, If it were true, I know the reason why. Because Nigerians are always trying to run away. You can only run away from what is yours. You don't face. So I want to bring people on. Let's talk about this. Sorry. Sorry, I want to forward something. Then I'll open up my. So, let me open up my line for conversation. Let's see who is here. John, are you still available? I know John sent me a link. I just wanted to finish what I was saying. Let's talk about this Qatar issue. Let's talk about this Qatar issue. I don't know if John is still available. Who wants to put mouth inside this Qatar issue? The great John, how are you feeling? You don't reach house.
I don't reach house. What's up?
You don't reach house?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right, so
What's
your
up?
thoughts?
Everything you said is absolutely right. As in, sometimes kids you need to push kids. You need to push kids to be able to achieve, for them to be able to achieve what they need to achieve in life. It's when people are given things at the when people are giving things on a platter of gold, they really don't value it. People value people tend to value things they work so hard to get. That is why someone who makes 1 billion himself and someone who is given 1 billion, the tendency of that person who is given 1 billion to go back broke is very, very high. And the tendency of someone who made 1 billion himself to become broke in life is extremely impossible. So it's just like when I tell people that my son is not going to inherit anything I have, and people say that I'm just a wicked father. I'm not a wicked father. I'm just being a good father to him. He gets so. It's if you have to pay your student's loan, pay your student's loan. If you have to get a student's loan, get a student's loan. And and the truth is that when these kids start paying that loans, it gives them a sense of responsibility
and help them develop financial immunity.
Immunity, yes, it gives them a sense of responsibility. Like for example, what I try to structure is a scenario where everything I have will go to a trust fund. That trust fund will, if God forbid I demise interstate, that trust fund will only cater for my son's education until he is done to every level of education he wants to go to. If he wants to do a PhD, he wants to stop at PhD level, it will cater for his education. And when he's done, he has no access to any funds from that trust fund. If he has a business idea that he wants to develop, he will access the trust fund, get an interest-free loan from that trust fund.
Hey!
That loan will be monitored. It's the trust fund is it's obviously in the bank. The bank is going to monitor what he wants to do with it, release the funds in piecemeal, just like they're giving the loan to every other customer. The only difference between him and those customers is that the loan is going to be interest free. So it gives him leverage over his peers. He's going to repay that loan to the last kobo to make sure that his own children access that same trust fund. So that is.
Someone said, you mean you rather enrich a bank rather than your own child? If I give you $1 million, you still be poor. Because you are a salary earner, you don't know what to do with money. You will be poor in 2 years.
That person doesn't know.
If I left you $1 million, at best you will buy a house. And that house will still make you poor because you buy a house that is bigger than your salary can cater to. There's no way leaving somebody money will ever make them rich. Money you did not earn.
The person feels leaving the money in the bank is enriching the bank. No, you're not enriching the bank. You're enriching your generation and the bank. Because the bank is not going to take all the profits from that money. For example, you leave money in the bank today at a lending rate of what's the lending rate today in Nigerian banks? The lending rate is about 28-30%, and the bank gives you 22%, and it takes 8%. Who takes chunk of the profit? You do. You think that money is just going to sit up in the bank without doing anything? You don't know what a trust fund does. A trust fund doesn't just sit down. A trust fund are invested in capital investments. So when you don't know about something, don't just come and open your mouth, wow, and speak. Try and learn. So So that's my plan, and that is because that difference. You know why? You know why? Let me give you an instance.
Go ahead.
Let's say I have 3 kids. And I work all my life to get them established, save up money, buy properties for them, and all that. And my first son decides to want to fly private jet with Beyonce's daughter. He takes all my assets and flies private jet with Beyonce's daughter. And his younger brother is tech savvy and has a business idea but doesn't have finances. But because he's the first son, he says, we're not gonna sell these properties. I would rather use this money and fly private jets. So what I'm gonna do is even if my last son is the one who have that brains to regenerate wealth, he's the only one that can access that money. The money will only take them through school, get them properly educated. Then what they decide to do with their lives is all up to them. If you say you want to fly private jets, go use your money, fly private jets.
Thank you.
Because me, I don't fly private jets when I dare alive. If my own money go use fly private
No
jets.
biamo. That one no go even
So
work.
the ones that want to regenerate wealth will come up with an idea and do something. And they are the only ones that will access the money.
Thank you. Person will not ready go school. No go see anything.
Not go see anything. If you have a business idea, just go to the bank and tell them that and that is why if you go to the Middle East, you see most of the properties in the Middle East are in the name of heirs of Al-Zain bin Laden bin Sa'im bin something. That heirs means the generations of. They keep those properties in a way that their children cannot liquidate it. They leave it in the name of their heirs, as in their generations. So generations after generations will remember their grandfather who worked hard for them to have a good life. You get? So if I do something like that and my son takes, let's say by then let's say I'm worth like $10 million and my son wants to start up a business that should cost him $2 million. He takes an interest-free loan. He already has a leverage over other people because he's paying zero interest. Now he goes into that business, breaks even, repays that money. He has left money for his own. Even if his business fails, his children will have money to access to do business in the world during their own generation. And it's just, if anybody understands this model, this was the same model the Rockefellers used in the US. Every Rockefeller, you know, they're the owners of, what's the name of this bank? Chase Bank, right?
Yes, no.
They're the owners of Chase Bank. Every heir of the Rockefeller has access to that sovereign fund at zero interest, but they must pay back.
And what if they don't pay back? What happens?
It's a loan. It's a bank loan. It's a bank loan.
The bank is going to come for you.
The only thing that differentiates you from a bank loan is that it's zero interest. The only thing that differentiates you from the conventional loan is that the interest rate is that the phrase good evening.
Good evening, brother. How you put mouth for the matter? Bro.
So the only thing that differentiates
From when he came in, you knew. You already knew.
I
No need. I would have been disappointed if another thing had come out of his mouth. I would have been disappointed. I'm listening to you.
So
Continue.
The only difference between those loans and these conventional loans is the interest rate. Yes, that is a zero interest rate. But the bank is going to follow all the custodian of the trust fund, which are most times banks, is going to follow all strategic, everything they do when they're issuing out the loan. When they're issuing out that loan. Because they are the custodian of the trust fund. So a lot of people don't understand this. They just feel it's to just keep money and you go for video, picking come begin video one way they shoot cookie and then go just carry and go shoot himself.
Go shoot himself.
10 shoot and 5 times money don't finish.
Money don't end. Money don't lean.
I agree with what you're saying 100%. As in sometimes these kids need to have it the tough way because most of the people who look at it this way, you know, growing up, most of the kids that their parents were rich then. You know, they were extremely rich then. When I see them today, I went to Abuja. Most of my classmates, they get the ones with their papa, the ambassador that time. When for secondary school, when we did SS2, she go carry V-boot come. Her elder brother will carry one V-boot come. They come out from the same house, so they carry one V-boot come school for SS2. Today, one of them they sell masa for Abuja. Sell masa for Abuja, yes. The people that actually made it are those that, even amongst the rich ones, are those that their parents did not put it in their face that there is something for them. It made them understand that in this world, you come tabula rasa, on a clean slate, you're on your own. You're on your own. You get, so it's, I think a lot of people need to understand this and raise responsible children and not entitled children.
I want to bring somebody else. Make another person come put mouth for this thing.
Someone is asking if would the institution fold. Trust funds don't fold. A trust fund, investment banking is different from banking. Investment banking is different from banking. A bank will fold, its investment arm can never fold. Its investment arm can never fold. The bank will fold, but its investment arm can never fold. For example, you remember when GT Assurance used to be Mansard used to be GT Assurance. The reason why
Hi,
federal
my
government
love.
is
I'm at work. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I promised to come back in the night.
Okay, no problem, no problem. All right, we have somebody else on the other side. Go ahead.
Daddy freeze.
Yeah. Folaito.
I'm sleeping. I'm listening and
You are sleep typing.
no. Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
agree with John that we should raise
Responsible children.
not entitled kids.
I'm telling
So
you,
I
we
yes, I
should.
agree with that. Yeah.
We should raise responsible children. My child will go and take that loan. I want to see you take it. You'll be all right.
You
You
start
understand?
working at you start working
See,
at 16.
my problem is the people that are in prison today because they took loan and they defaulted and lost their properties because they didn't have the training. Do you know there are some people that I know somebody that his father left a house in America. He sold the house and got a bigger house, but he mortgaged the he took equity on that house, got a bigger house, mortgaged the equity, got into a divorce, had to divide the house in two, eventually lost the house because of foreclosure.
Can you go?
He's back to where everybody else is. Doesn't have a house in America again.
Can you go to jail because he defaulted the loan?
Not necessarily. I don't know, but you can have your house foreclosed in Nigeria. Sometimes in Nigeria, you can go.
Every loan is insured.
Not Nigeria.
Every loan is insured. In 2015, let me tell you the story. In 2015, I took a loan from a certain bank. I don't want to call their name. I took a loan from a certain bank, and the indemnity on that loan was you know how employment loans are. The indemnity on that loan was my employment, and my employment got terminated. So normally, what the banks do is you sign a clause when you're getting the loan that your terminal benefits when you're terminated cannot go to any other bank apart from them. So their plan is to liquidate whatever you have as settlement for the loan from the terminal benefit, right?
I agree.
So when that happened, I went straight to their insurance arm and asked for my insurance policy on that loan. They gave me my insurance policy. I proceeded straight to court. If you insured this loan, you took money from me to insure this loan. That if my employment is terminated, this insurance will cover it, right? You can't touch my money anymore. I won that case in court. The bank, the insurance company paid the balance of that loan. I took all my money and I went home.
Oh, more wisdom with that too.
Before you sign any loan clause in Nigeria, there's an insurance clause that is borne by you. They deduct it from the money before they issue out the loan. That insurance is to pay to an insurance company. Now go and read that insurance clause. It tells you what your coverage is. For employment, the insurance for loans that your employment is the equity on the loan, the insurance will cover up to 9 months repayment. So whatever you're paying monthly, the insurance will pay it for 9 months. What they are trying to do is to give you stability to get another job to continue with the loan. You understand? So these things they are written in black and white. They are written in black and white, but a lot of people don't see. That if when I went to their insurance arm, because then I don't want to call the name of the bank. The bank has an insurance arm, and I knew that the only insurance they will use is their own insurance. I didn't even know my policy number. I just went there, told them, I have an insurance with you guys. Please, can you give? Because I know once they put your name, they can dig out your policy number. They asked me, what's your name? I gave them my name. They dug out my policy number and gave me the number. I just took it and wrote it down. I told them to print it and give it to me. They printed it and gave it to me. That was what I tendered to the court. The bank did not even they didn't even proceed with the court proceedings. The insurance company the insurance company just credited that account. Credited that account. The bank took the money.
I'm just learning that from you now.
Yes.
I never knew that the insurance you could.
Every loan is insured. Every loan is. What do you think happens when someone takes a loan from a bank and dies?
Yeah, that's so true.
You think the bank will just go and say don't die? No. Insurance bears the cost.
That's so true.
Every loan is insured.
Because I asked myself that same question.
Every loan is insured.
The thing is that this loan thing, this student loan, I'm sorry I'm digressing, but this student loan thing, yeah, there are some people that would take the loan, go to school halfway, yeah, and not pay the loan. So the government now are clamping down on those kids, yeah, that you can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
so that is fraud.
That's fraudulent, yeah. That's fraudulent. It's just like taking a loan to build roads for the government, and you collect the money and use it and now buy Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Which is what our politicians do.
Yep.
And that is what your friend did in Enugu.
Do you want to talk about that? I was calling you when I was on the phone with my mom so that you can call her. It's late now. So call her and explain your story to her.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. You can try now, but I'm not sure she'll attend to you. But just try then. If not, tomorrow.
Let me reflect and call her maybe during.
But that time I was calling you, she was on the phone with me. I had like 4 cases. Once I get her, I just call her and hand everything over to her. And she has attended to everybody else. So I don't know why you are not picking. All right. So let's see if tomorrow works.
Okay. So how do I call her? I don't have her number.
I sent you the number there. It's in the chat. Read it. All right then. All right. God bless you.
First, you asked if I wanted to talk about something.
Yeah.
John, before you talk about it, I want to drop my own opinion on this. Good day, everyone.
Good day, Sele. How are you doing?
Yes, Sele.
I'm fine. No, I'm fine. So, as regards to the topic you've been talking about, I somehow agree with Daddy Freeze, but I do not totally agree. And I will talk from the standpoint of a businessman that has a business, that has business-oriented people as parents. So I grew up in a family whereby my father has separate businesses, different businesses. The spare parts dealer as well. He has 2 branches. My mom takes care of one, while she manages one and he oversees both of them. So after school, I studied Chinese and all of that, and my father wanted me to go to China to study Chinese better and to create a network so that we would brand some certain items that we used to buy from Nigeria. And I was like, no, going to China is going to be a waste of time. In my little mind, I started importing via group page, and I was marketing and all of that. And he wasn't happy with me. He did not talk to me for 2 years.
Who?
My dad. Dad. Because it was like, you were stubborn. You would have gone to China, you would have done this, you would have done that, and all of that. And I'm like, no, I did not need to do that. Do you know that at the time, my father would prefer buying those items I imported from other people.
Okay.
Maybe at that time I did not have cheaper prices. Okay. But he would prefer buying it at a lesser price from other people rather than buying from me. And I'll go to the market and I'll see my competitors tying my father market worth maybe 50 million, 60 million, 70 million.
He's doing the right thing. He's a businessman.
And I would be there, I would not sell anything.
Because your prices are not competitive.
Calm down, John. See, that competitiveness that we are, I agree with you, but that competitiveness that we are talking about, it did not cost him anything because he was not selling it in Nigeria. You understand? And I know the environment, and I know that even regardless of the price at which I sold my items, he would have still been able to sell it with a very, very good profit margin.
If he makes 10% less profit.
Who told you what his profit margin was?
Don't forget I grew up in the business, so
You grew up in the business. Were you in the business at the point when he was buying that? Maybe he's incurring other taxes, new government taxes, new government policies. So you can't decide for a businessman what he wants when he wants to buy.
It's entitlement mentality.
John,
You see those things your father did to you is what made you who you are.
Thank you.
I'm going there. On the other hand, my mother did things that we like. When my father we aren't giving him anything until we see that he has grown by himself and he can handle certain amount of money. On the other hand, I was discussing with my mom in the background, and unknowingly to my father, she would loan me money to import those items until she would loan me a whole lot of money, some that I did not pay back, until I grew to the point whereby, oh yes, I could beat competition, and my father did not have any other choice than to buy from me. So it's true that he made me have a very, very tough skin. That's the advantage of what Daddy Freeze is saying.
No, let me tell you something. Yeah. I'll tell you this, and go and investigate this. It might be true. Huh? Your dad was the one giving your mom that money to give you.
No, he wasn't.
Maybe your mama no tell you.
You should tell you.
Okay, no problem.
No, it is because I know
I'm a woman, I won't tell you.
No problem.
Please, I know my family dynamics, so
You will think you know.
That's what I'm saying. Now, make you know, be say me and you argue.
You see, let me tell you something, Seth. You know, I stay at home, yeah, and my husband works. He gives me money, and I do everything. I have the access, you know, and when I do things, my kids will say, "Oh, Mom, thank you. Oh, you bought this for me. You bought that for me." You know, when I started saying that, I just looked at them one day and I had to tell them that, man, it's your dad, so you have to go and be telling him thank you. You know, so sometimes there are some things we'll do and we'll just, as moms, we just overlook it and just move. So the child will just keep thinking that, you know, they need this. So sometimes my kids will ask me for some certain things, and I'll tell them, go and ask your dad. They'll be like, "But you have the money." I'll be like, "No, I don't have the money. Your dad gives me the money. Go ask your dad."
In this case, I would love you guys to understand that in this case, as much as she was like, she's like a manager, okay, she had financial independence to some point, and knowing whom my father is himself, I'm not saying he did not give me money later, but he only started giving me money when he felt like, oh, you are big, and you are now big, and you can manage this money. Or if you don't pay me back, I can take some item in replacement of the money I gave you.
Thank you. He's a businessman, not a fool.
Yeah.
So
If he did his business by giving out loans to his brothers and families and did not pay back, there will be nothing for you to meet.
Yep.
So we are saying the same thing. Now look at somebody like me. Look at me. I don't have any business that I'm running except my media business. If my child is interested in taking over it, I'll give them support. But you want to be a doctor, you're going to learn how to be a doctor. I'm not going to invest my media money in medicine. You understand? Get your admission, get your first class, do well. After that first, what do they call them? First degree. Anything else you want to do is on your own. You want masters, you're going to learn how to save up for it. You're going to learn how to get loans. You're going to learn how to do it. Because you see, if I borrow you money to enter medicine, I know pay me the money back. How I want to collect them for your hand. If now my business with me, I understand, which is media, I know where to catch you. You get what? You know what Jackie Chan said? Jackie Chan said that he's not leaving any of his money to his kid. Why? Because it's either two things. If his kid knows how to make money, he'll make his own. And if the kid doesn't know how to make money, he'll waste his own. Do you understand? So Jackie Chan said if his kid knows how to make money, he will make his own money. But if his kid doesn't know how to make money, Jackie Chan's money will be wasted in his hands.
Yeah.
Of course, when they say they're not going to give their kids, they'll probably leave them a house, leave them some small thing here and there.
Trust funds, trust
Baba,
something.
let me tell you something. I watched a billionaire's son squander his father's money. All his father, you know this person, I'm not going to just mention his name. All the aid, the papa put on for this place, they chop on down, put on here, put on at the end of the day, everything folds. Everything folds.
But at the end of the day,
Please, there's kind of this. Remember, I really want to speak about this Sujimoto thing. Huh?
Sujimoto.
Because this thing is
Suji na my guy, so just stay easy on him.
It's a cancer that has eaten up contractors in Nigeria, and especially those who are into real estate.
John, don't even go there.
That is, in every contract, there is something we call the variation clause. What variation clause means is that it happens in mostly construction and oil and gas. You give me a contract today at the market price of, let's say, 7,000 naira for one bag of cement. Now, that contract is going to last for 5 years. Of course, I cannot buy cement to store for 5 years. That variation clause gives me the room to vary the cost of that contract. At the end of that 5 years, if the cost of materials have increased. It's a legal clause in preparing contracts. Now, Sujimoto was given a contract of 22 billion naira. No, 11 billion, sorry.
Are you sure of the facts?
Yeah, 11 billion. That was 11 billion naira. And he was paid half of the 50% upfront, 5-point-something billion naira, to build 22 smart schools in Enugu State. Let's assume that the cost of materials have changed by 20%. At least we need to see you should have gone 30% of this construction, or 40% of the construction. Then you can come back to the Enugu State government and say, okay, I'm 40% gone. You've paid me 50%, but I'm 40% gone. But cost of things have changed. Please, can we talk? But you went
John, he said he spent those money in pre-feasibility analysis.
Is he crazy? Are you spending half of the cost of the contract in pre-feasibility analysis? You go to the sites, some of them you've not even done 5%. And you're saying that cost of things have changed. Cost of things have changed, then what happened to the monies that were paid to you? That guy needs to go.
Sorry, John. Did he give an account?
There is no account to be given. Madam, let's say I give you money to buy 1 bottle of water, 2 bottles of water. No, 2 bottles of water. Huh? These two bottles of water are supposed to cost you 100 naira. I pay you 50 naira. Huh? 50 naira. 50 naira. So at least when you're coming to me, you should come to me with this one bottle, maybe quarter filled. And then the price don't change, and only quarter of this bottle I fit buy.
Yeah.
But you're coming to me with just water this little. Tell me that the half of the money I give to you is there, but this is the little that you have done. That doesn't make sense.
John, but you are very much aware that comparatively to the oil and gas industry, where pre-feasibility costs can amount to several millions of dollars. Maybe the pre-feasibility costs for these projects cost even like 1/3 of the total cost of the project.
It cannot cost.
It can. I'm not. I don't know.
It cannot cost 1/3 of the total cost of the project. These are government acquired lands. What that tells you is that there is no government encumbrance. The lands belong to the Enugu state government. There is no government encumbrance. Settlement due to communities is done by the Enugu state government. So what pre-feasibility studies is talking about? Survey, settled out of sites. See, you should go and answer EFCC and stop running and beating around the bush.
No, he said he's ready to respond to the EFCC.
And then why is he talking on social media? If he's ready.
He said he would love them. He said he would love them to actualize and to materialize the cost of everything that he has that he invested into pre-feasibility analysis and the rest of that, and to deduct it from the money he was given so he can refund the remnant.
But I'm trying to play, let me play devil's advocate here, John. You know, sometimes working with the government is very hard.
Which is true.
It's very, very, very difficult. It's not private. It could be that, yes, he was given that amount of money on paper, but physically, I'm just saying, but in reality, he wasn't giving all that money.
That's what I'm saying. What got to him now? Government officials don't cut their own, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's what that.
Excuse me, sir. What he should do is to go to EFCC. I gave Emeka Okonkwo, Accountant General of the Federation, 5 million. I gave Mr. Ifeanyi Tunde, special advisor, Ministry of Works, 20 million. If not, you're going to take the full fall of everything. Nobody cares.
John.
Excuse me. When you're giving taxpayers money,
you have to be able to account.
Taxpayers' money.
Exactly.
Coming to tell us that you spent it on feasibility study. If you like, divide the money into two and give the governor half. That is your business.
That's true.
It's your business.
John, I would love to say something there. Let me. Sorry, can you guys hear me?
One sec. Just 1 sec. I'm so sorry. But the thing is that they should not just hold him accountable. They should hold all the government officials involved in that transaction accountable.
So, madam, this is how it works. The state government paid him money. The state government will hold him accountable for the money paid to him. Now, if he paid the money to other people, then he should come and tell EFCC so that they can quickly start making arrests.
John, I have a question for you.
Come to social media to cry for us. To cry for us. Me, I know how to cry too.
John, I have a question for you. Was this money given to him during the tenure of the previous government administration?
No. This current
government.
Yes.
Okay, then I would love to say this. Whatever everyone does, or whatever statement, whatever statement anyone makes, okay, the person has an objective, okay, behind that. So if his objective was to insurrect or to raise the masses, in order for the masses to feel compassion and to feel pity due to what we face, then if eventually he gave people court, he would have called them out. He should have called them out.
So if he gave people court, he didn't give people court. It's not my business. All I know is he should provide the schools he was paid to build. If he has variations in the contract, he should discuss it. He should discuss it with the Enugu State government.
That department should be held responsible too.
No. For now, it's not the department's business.
No, the department doesn't need to be held responsible.
For now, it's not the department's business until Sujimoto goes and makes a verbal confession and tenders evidences that the department is culpable, is liable to this. You see, I can already see some loopholes in the department. I can already see some loopholes. You cannot give a guarantee with Jais Bank. You cannot give a bank guarantee. You give a guarantee of 5 billion with Jais Bank. I can already see some loopholes. All I'm expecting him to do is go, because Jais Bank is not. You cannot be given a guarantee of 5 billion with Jais Bank.
It's not a tier 1 bank, right?
Yes, it's a tier 1 bank. And secondly, when the payment was made, it was not paid into Jais Bank. It was paid into his Zenith Bank account. How will you give a guarantee with one bank and receive the money with another bank? Who was the accountant that approved that payment? Who was the accountant that approved that payment? You cannot be given a guarantee with Jais Bank. What if you pay the money into Zenith Bank? You indemnify. Jais Bank is no longer liable for that guarantee. Because what the bank guarantee says is that, see, we are guaranteeing that this guy has up to 5 billion with us. Pay him this money. You pay him the money. You're not going to pay the money into his Zenith Bank account. What's Jais? There's no business with Jais Bank anymore now. So I can see those loopholes already. But that is where that is what he should go and present to EFCC. Exactly. And tell us the person he gave money to divert that money to his Zenith Bank account.
The person or the people?
I don't care. The person, the people, the institution, I don't care. You understand? So he should stop. He shouldn't come here to cry for us. This is Enugu State money. We are interested in Enugu State. Please, he should go and meet EFCC. If not, we'll EFCC him.
Daddy freeze.
You go and meet EFCC and tell us what he did with Enugu State money.
What did you say? You want to go?
John, good night. Daddy freeze.
Good night, my darling. Where is everybody? Nobody wants to put mouth.
Bye. Good
Everybody,
night.
where are all the people from Enugu State? Love na they fear. Where is everybody? As in, pop my money gun if you're watching on TikTok. Nobody wants to talk. Plus, people will send me requests. Good night, my darling sister. If you're watching on TikTok, pop my money gun. Hey, somebody bought my super chats. Woo! Jinai, thank you so much. If you're watching on YouTube, super chat, super stickers, and super likes, bottom right-hand corner, where you type your messages, you see a rectangle with a $sign in the middle. That's the only way I'm going to read your messages on YouTube. So buy my super chat, super stickers, and super likes. All of you go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. Click on today's video. Bottom left-hand corner, you see how to buy my stars. And if you're watching on TikTok, I need to give a shout out to anybody who buys my money guns. So, how are you doing, my brother? Welcome here, welcome here. Pop my money gun if you're watching on TikTok. Make a shout out to you. All right, go ahead,
thanks,
brother.
Yeah, Jonas really nailed the point. The issue is this: you can't get a bond from Jais Bank, and then the money was paid into Zenith Bank. That's diversion, pure diversion, and it won't be from Sujimoto's alone, because probably you will make that request, and then there will be collaboration definitely, because he doesn't have control of where the source of money is and how they're going to move it. But definitely, he must have made that request. Probably one. There are a lot of clauses in the, we call it APG, Advanced Payment Guarantee. And so that Advanced Payment Guarantee has clauses, has terms and conditions, has conditions to precedence to you drawing the money. And if those conditions are not fully met, yeah, you won't be able to draw. And then definitely, there are milestones built into that contract. So those milestones are things that some of the contractors want to try to manage or dodge. One, because he has the level for you to get to maybe for you to, in fact, you have to mobilize yourself to site sometimes, and then when he gets to his a milestone, or maybe when materials are there, you need workers, you need some other things to make payments or sundry payment. You now raise a certificate. The state government will assign, because there should be a project manager that will verify everything you've done. So that project manager will verify
from the bank and from the state government too.
The bank will appoint a project manager. The state government will have their own project manager or coordinator, which mostly are from Ministry of Works, or if it's an SPV, special vehicle, special purpose vehicle for that project, there will be a project manager too in-house that they will be checking, taking all their what's it called? Their milestones together. Oh, are we here? Are we there? And then Sujimoto himself, who is the one that has to perform now, because there is a performance clause there. You must perform before you get the next milestone payment. So, and then they will have to raise certificate. All these things are things EFCC will look at. Okay, who raised what certificate? Who approved it? How come the total sum of project is 11.7 billion, and then 5.7 billion has already been released? How far? How did you get to that milestone? Within what period? Who supervised it, and who signed off? Because it's not Sujimoto alone. By the time but one thing that is surprising to me is this: Enugu state government cannot be that complicit, or maybe the government, the top hierarchy, cannot be that complicit, and then they will expose this kind of thing, or they will take him to EFCC. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying.
So we know Governor Mba, but Governor Mba has run several businesses, from Pinnacle Oil. He's well known in the downstream sector of in the oil industry. Governor Mba is. So what Governor Mba did is, we paid you money. Go to EFCC and expose your collaborators.
Of course.
Governor Mba cannot investigate that case. The Nigerian police cannot investigate the case. He did the right thing. He should come and answer EFCC. Expose, because the fact that money was received with a Zenith Bank account means that there was an original intent to defraud the states.
Yeah. See, let me put this to you. See, we don't know where this will lead us to. If the project, if on the milestone, on the certificate where they've signed, if the project is to stay at the what's that thing called, the foundation level, Sujimoto will not be liable for anything except maybe, because that is what is in the milestone. So by everybody.
But what the contract says is delivery of 22 units of smart schools.
I understand.
So
yes.
if the milestone is that when you do foundation, when you do setting out, we'll pay you 50%.
Yes.
When you do setting out, we'll pay you 50%. Enugu state government can say, okay, fine. Is that the problem? Take the balance of the 50%, go and complete the project.
Yes, that's.
So, and if you notice, Enugu state government said that every avenue to get him to come and let them have a conversation.
Yeah, that's another point.
So Enugu state government is even saying, come, let's talk. You know what? Come. He should be arrested, not even invited. He should be arrested.
John, be
You
calming down on our
wanted.
guy. Oh.
I don't. That is, I don't care about who's guy. If someone is wrong, someone is wrong. He has been declared wanted by the EFCC.
Definitely, because he failed to show up or for you see, there are times under this kind of contractual disputes, there are ways you have to come together because there are always disputes. That's why there are policies, there are laws, there are a lot of things.
There is no dispute in this contract. What I see from my opinion is a clear intent of fraud. Please, bro, let's put it this way. Yeah.
See,
you give fraud. Bro, wait. You give me money to build a house for you. I tell you that I will use 100 million to build a house. You want a 3-bedroom duplex? Huh? You pay me 50 million out of the 100 million I said I used to build it. You expect that when you come for inspection, when I'm demanding for more money, at least you want to see your house on lintel level.
Yes.
Let's say I am on decking level and I'm telling you that cost of materials are now high. We can have a conversation. But you cannot give me 50% of the cost of building the house and you come and I did foundation. Then the cost of materials are high.
See, John, we need to look at what is built into the contract. Number one, why I'm saying this is because I made a comment. I said preliminaries. Sometimes when I look at preliminaries of some contracts, I will be shocked because if a project can be 10 billion and preliminaries will take 3 billion, they will put approval this, approval that, compensation this. Maybe they are. I'm just saying it. You don't know because see, professionals. If somebody wants to do we call this an environmental impact analysis or assessment, EIA, environmental impact assessment. That thing, a professional can tell you that I want to do it for you for 1 billion. And if negotiation works, that's a professional fee. You cannot query anybody for his professional fee. You can only negotiate.
And I agree. But if he goes that route, Enugu State government will just tell him, okay, this is the balance of the payment. Provide the 22 smart schools.
Of course, that's a very straightforward resolution. And then if it's possible. Now, you see, switching from his own comment, I'm not citing anybody, I'm just making the normal analysis. From his own comment, he said, about the time he got the money, dollar moved from about 400 and something to 1,700, 1,800. That's about 300%. See, if he has called for variation, and they said, see, some contracts like that, some government will be like, no room for variations. They will state it from ab initio. So the risk of fluctuation of FX is on you.
So please, what does fluctuation of FX?
If he has agreed,
let's talk on technical terms. What does fluctuation of FX have to do with him building smart schools?
No, part of the inputs are imported now. They are imported. He's importing some of these things.
Give me an example of what is important.
I wouldn't know. It might be some electronic devices for the school. It can be because it's. I wouldn't know. I'm just saying
constructing a school. What you need is cement.
Cement, sand. Let me give you a typical example. If you are doing a contract which has to do with construction and equipment.
Pop my money gun if you're watching on TikTok or Stinjos. Continue, guys.
So if you are having a contract that has two components, like you build and then you equip, most times contractor will first of all import. If you are going to import, they first of all open an LC to import all the equipment, so that they will not be caught in fluctuation of FX, because most times it goes up. So that one, they will have spent about 50% of whatever advance that has been released to them to import. Then to do construction, they will be struggling. Do you understand that? So we have not seen any document. It's just what they said that we are analyzing. If we have seen document now, you find out that the perspective and our perception will shift a bit until we see but there is a very strong pointer, which is that a bond issued by Jais was not honored to them because the money was diverted to Zeniba, which is a very, very how do I put it? A big
If,
snag in that
if
thing.
I'm FCC prosecuting lawyer, that act alone gives you that there's that intent. There was an intent to defraud, from the beginning. From the beginning, that act alone. You gave a bond with Jaiz Bank. You received the money with Zenith Bank. There was an intent to defraud from the beginning.
Hmm.
Of course,
It cannot be just by you, but by you and your collaborators.
You see, on that one, guys, it's a big flaw on their side because it can't be Sujimoto alone on their. But definitely, as time goes on,
If Sujimoto was not planning to defraud Enugu state government, he would. The man find his BVN and paid it and found his Zenith. He presented the Zenith bank account.
This is terms and conditions. Sujimoto will not go into their pocket to pick the money. So he presented that account and then they paid into it. If it's an error or a mistake, then they are liable. They shouldn't have done that. Because there is an MOU, there is a proper contract. You can see that they are not even mentioning Jaiz Bank because Jaiz Bank will be smiling. Nothing concerns them. Because they're not liable for
Nothing concerns. The Jaiz Bank is not liable for anything.
anything.
Even Zenith Bank is not liable for anything.
They don't know. It's just pure.
All right, I've got my brother Tokwe Son here as we're ending right here. Tokwe Son, what are your thoughts?
No, I actually joined the conversation late, but I'm aware of the. I understand both sides. Doing business in Nigeria is not for the the weak at heart. I know Sujimoto. I've been around him. I understand his business. But honestly, I don't know enough of the details of the deal. But I've been listening to the two gentlemen. I think. Forex is a big deal when you're doing business in Nigeria. Let nobody tell you otherwise. I've done enough business in Nigeria, especially, Sujimoto is in the luxury home business. And from my understanding of that space, again, I'm not in the real estate business, but I would assume that he imports a lot of what goes into his structure.
It does.
So to the man I was speaking on the legal terms, you need to have those things in the contract. Fluctuation in forex. Of course, unless you're living under a rock, we've seen what has happened between the last administration and this. Dollar has gone up 300%.
As a contract administrator, I don't care what happens to forex. What I care is you tightening up your legal team. For example, when they ask them to employ lawyers, they go and employ their girlfriends. So the girlfriends come and draft contracts for them that is flawed. There is a term called valuation.
You said two things that are conflicting. You said you don't care about it, and you now
I don't care. I really don't care. Why would I care?
I think you should say more or less. You say that they should have put that into the contract. You have to care about forex when you're operating in Nigeria.
I don't care about forex. What I care about is I want smart schools. Build me smart schools. It is your responsibility. It's not my legal team's. My legal team is happy when you don't put that variation clause. They are looking
at different things. Then that could be fraudulent on your own side too.
No, it's not fraudulent on my own side. No, it is not.
It could be. Sometimes it could be intentional that you don't want variation.
Exactly, which doesn't make it right. When they do business, it's called
as a content employer. As a content employer, put that clause there.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I want to give Daddy Freeze a contract to build a house for me. I know that there is forex. That forex might not be stable. Yeah. I know that Daddy Freeze is liable to put a variation clause in his contract to secure his end. My legal team, their responsibility is to make sure that he doesn't put that variation clause.
But does that make it right? Is what I'm saying. We cannot keep operating like this now.
Sir, that is how.
So that's where we are.
Please, give me a minute. That is how it is done everywhere in the world. My legal team will not tell you about the variation clause. Your legal team should tell you about the variation clause.
Of course.
I'm not doubting that.
I've been involved with a lot of contracts in the oil and gas industry. The legal team of the contract administrator will never mention a variation clause to you.
No, the contract it behoves of the contractor to ensure that the
onus is on you. The onus is on you too.
I get you, but the
and this is what happens. This is what happens. This is what happens when you go to NYC camp and see tall, shimkere girl that went to that because she's fine, and you employ her as your legal team, and you're busy asking her when you're supposed to be calling her to ask her what have you done about this contract. What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
John,
we don't know that for a fact.
John, let me just say this.
We don't know that for a fact. I agree.
I'm not saying that that's the fact.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's the fact. I'm not saying that that's the fact. I'm not saying that that's the fact. What I'm saying is, if you have a legal team that knows what they are doing, the variation clause is what the first thing they should put in that contract before anything.
Of course, in this economy.
I agree.
John, let me say this.
Agree.
In most contracts, start on a friendly level, because when you are attending meetings, you talk like friends. It's just like you want to build the radio station today now, and you know who to go to. Daddy Freeze, of course. Daddy Freeze, you are building me a radio station in Lagos. The building is on you, and then you get the equipment. The major equipment is transmitter. Daddy Freeze, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and you cannot get transmitter locally. Maybe the one you want to, and it depends on your coverage. Probably you want to cover from Lagos to southwest. So you need to get some. So you can't get it locally. You have to import. And then the time you are quoting, when you got your invoice, maybe the transmitter was about 50 million that time. And then by the time they release, paperwork and everything, transmitter, forex has changed. It has gone to 100 million. Do you understand? And then you want the contractor to perform magic somehow, some way. And there is no variation cost.
It's always unlikely when two parties go into a contract for every party to adhere to it one. Who knows? Maybe the state follows the schedule of payments too. We have to also ask ourselves, if they say they were going to play on Friday by 5 p.m., did they pay on Monday at 1 p.m.? So all these things, and that's why it's important when you're going again into, we've all done business. It's all about, let me see how much I can get over on you, like the gentleman said. But honestly, you always get to where we are now when you don't go into a contract understanding that a problem can arise. That's where Enugu State is where it is. If someone Enugu like they say, "Oh God, come," you should put a clause in here to protect yourself. Lawyers do that all the time. But when you have that mindset, I have to get over you. It's a Nigerian thing. I'm telling you, when you feel like you have to get over somebody, it's not in the contract. And then I don't make sure you don't tell them about it.
Why would my lawyer do that? What if this man?
Lawyers do all the time.
Excuse me. What if this man has a stockpile of those items that he has in a warehouse that he just wants to sell, and he wants to use that contract to sell it? I can't preempt him.
I don't understand. You're looking at this contract should be a win-win. I always say, in the mindset we're in right now as Nigeria, and as black people, as human beings, you always have to think win-win. What does it cost a Enugu State lawyer to tell him? Because at the end of the day, if you really want your product to be...
If I'm Enugu State governor and the lawyer does that, I'll fire him.
In this case, we don't know. We know the beginning of this case. We don't know.
I'll fire him immediately. I won't even waste time.
Why will you fire the lawyer that is trying to protect
John, let me point it out. The issue is this. The major problem is that why will you release money? Why will you allow diversion? Why will you allow diversion? Because if you have allowed that, it's on both parties, and I have to tell you.
So let me ask a fundamental question to is it Mr. John? Let me ask a very simple question. Now let's assume that Tujumoto was a fantastic human being. If he made a simple mistake by not putting a clause in there, and you're noticing that dollar has gone up, do you want Tujumoto to cover that cost? Do you, in your own heart? No, let's say he's a fine gentleman. He made a mistake. He didn't put the clause, and the dollar went from 400 to 1800, whatever it is. Are you in clear conscience? You want him to come up with that money to build that project? Simple question for you.
Yes, I'll answer that question.
Yeah.
Of course, yes. Now,
I'll answer the question. Please, if Naira had appreciated after the contract, would he refund me?
If dollar. Actually, you can have that conversation. No, that's a fair conversation. You can, okay, but here's what I would do. Yes, it's possible. You can say, "Okay, dollar has gone down. Can you put maybe one extra?" No. Most contractors, most contractors will say, "Okay, fine, dollar went down significantly. Okay, let me give you one extra."
It's not true.
Sometimes they put it. See, John. Sometimes they put it. It depends. You can say if there is a reduction in FX cost, then you have to.
It's not true. Bro, I've seen 1,001 contracts on this F.
I'm reading the comments. People are saying that
I've seen 1,001 contracts on this earth. A contract, the variation clause does not make provision for the contractor to refund money. It only makes provision for the for the contract administrator to pay when there is a change in FX.
Yeah, because why will you have a refund? Because if you are buying equipment, you can't refund it.
So what we're saying in essence is, for instance, today dollar is 1,500 naira to $1.
550.
Yeah.
I go into contract with someone that this is what he's going to use to build a school for me. And we sign the contract. We agree on the contract. And by tomorrow morning, dollar falls to 300 naira to $1. I will not. The contract administrator cannot get anything from the contractor. It is the contractor's game. Please. I'm not assuming. I'm telling you what the law says. Please, you can fact check.
No, you're right. But I've seen contractors in your scenario.
Yeah, you're talking about per demand contractor.
No,
maybe me and Daddy Freeze. I give Daddy Freeze money to buy me shoe. You're talking about
okay, so let me answer that question in a different way. What if Sujimoto could have seen that Enugu is a big client? Dollar has gone from 400 to 300. So now I have an advantage. When Enugu is a big client, let me give you, sir. Okay, we're doing better now. If your lawyer pointed out, Sujimoto has shouldn't be the one to point it out, right? You can just say maybe your dollar is down now. What's going on? Okay, maybe I'll build you one extra room because of dollar. Because
in every contract. See, in major contracts, there is always CSR clause there. CSR. So,
corporate social responsibilities. Okay.
That you can do. It's always embedded. That's to cover something like that.
Bro, when we are talking about these things, we are talking about legal entitlements and non-legal entitlements.
Of course.
It is not the legal entitlement of Enugu State to demand for anything from Sujimoto if dollar had fallen to 300 naira.
Yeah, they choose to.
What is the legal entitlement of Sujimoto to demand for additional payment if he had the variation clause? You're talking about two different entitlements. A legal entitlement.
Nobody's arguing with you.
Nobody's arguing with you. When we're talking about the legalities of something, let's stop bringing.
You are right. Legally, you are right. No, I'm not even arguing that. But I'm saying that at this point, had resolution, we are where we are. All this EFCC and all this, it's just a waste of time.
But have you forgotten that the state government have called him to come and let's talk? And he has refused to.
I don't know the facts of that story. Yeah.
If contract employer calls you for a meeting or for a review, it is compulsory that you have to be there. You don't allow.
You think Enugu State at this point will collect money to build luxury homes for?
So one, he reneged on all promises, or he reneged on even compromises probably they have, okay, let us.
This is why you have mediators now. They should have just gone to mediation.
So,
Like, it's very simple. Even if without the variation code, there's something still called, you guys, I forget what they call it in legal, not the lawyer. They will say, listen, even though you signed something that at that time made sense, but come on, common sense says that you forgot to put a clause in there. How can we resolve this? It's a simple thing.
And you know, for EFCC to declare him wanted means that he has been invited and he did not come.
Of course.
Yes, he cannot just come out and declare him wanted. Allegedly. So that means this guy is notoriously known for, allegedly known for, not honoring invitations. Maybe because he feels that everybody is those people he allegedly collect money from and never build their homes for them.
You know, there's so many party or man no man in Nigeria. And there's so many things, so that's a major problem.
True.
So I believe he will learn lessons from this one, and then depending on how they resolve it, I know we have not heard the last of this. We are still going to get more information about what is. And if there are documents that we can see.
Someone said this matter will disappear when they adjust the sharing formula. Let me tell you something. That means you don't know who Peter Mba is.
No. That governor is very.
Mba is a madman. Mba is ready to sack his commissioner for works on this. Mba is ready to sack his commissioner.
The government is thorough. Is really.
The reason why Mba said, let's not talk about anything, let's just go to EFCC is because he knows that when he sets up a committee, the committee will be infiltrated by those same people that might have allegedly collaborated with him. So just take it to EFCC. So that when he gets to EFCC, he starts singing from
all
EFCC.
the people that. That's another part that we didn't even list to. When you do contract in Nigeria, you probably 25% of that is to facilitate and to bring that contract out. So all those people now, they're all involved in this.
Since it's going to honor the EFCC invite. Probably he was there yesterday. I don't know, something like that.
He was there yesterday. Oh, that means he has a bed there now with AC.
So yes, he was there, and there was no news that it was released yesterday. It's probably
and this is the best time for everybody that has given him money that have not gotten what they paid for to file a class action against him while he's still at the EFCC custody.
To counter sue him.
Yes, let's because the truth is that these realtors take people's money with impunity. You know what they do? Especially in Abuja, you know what they do? They come and scatter, get one piece of land, collaborate with the owner, do one magic, sell it to people. By the time they sell it to people, they have like 5 billion. And that land does not exist. They'll keep 1 billion from that 5 billion for case. They'll keep 1 billion from that 5 billion for case.
And you be on the case for the next 10 years.
You'll be on the case and die. Your children will inherit it. Your children will inherit it. So these things need to be discouraged in its entirety. Let people do genuine businesses in Nigeria.
I agree with you. A lot of people have to put money in real estate properties or anything because those guys are very mean.
That is why you see me patronizing Daddy Freeze's friend, Dr. Ned. Dr. Ned tells you that his property will be ready January. Oga, I am not joking. December 31st, you have your case.
Yeah, no, because the guy is fully funded and he can fund his project very well, and then that's the edge you have when you can fund your project yourself.
You don't need banks, yeah.
So you don't need APG, you don't need anything.
But some of these people can fund smaller projects themselves. Why are they going for the big ones? Why don't you grow?
John, let me tell you something. My own mindset, immediately this news broke, I was like 5.7 billion. I am like, okay, Sujimoto can drop that one. That's the image he put up. That Sujimoto can drop 5%. Why? It's too small for him. But for us, probably he was trying. Probably because of the bad reputation. Or
maybe he was crying. Maybe he was crying so that Daddy Freeze, his friend, will do fundraising.
At this juncture, I'm going to say goodbye and good night. Thank you for joining us live. Thank you, John. Thank you, Tokwe-san. And thank you, my dear brother, all the way from Oshogbo, Olayinka Olorundare. Thank you so much and see you guys soon.
Appreciate it.
All right.